morning, Your Majesty!
Good morning to you!
You're in a great mood as usual.
Sure, what's the point in being a king if you're not having a good time?
Oh, Kinny Poo, there's this designer bag that I'm just dying to have.
What am I gonna do with you, sweetie? By the way, how are the battles going with the candidates?
It's running very smoothly, Your Majesty. 3 were eliminated yesterday, so there are 81 candidates remaining in competition.
Excellent! Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Here's a complete list of the junior high students who are still contenders.
I'd say these are the 5 kids we should watch out for. Leo. He's more the sort to rely on his physical skills than his power. Marilyn Carey. Might as well include her since she's so cute.
You sure about that?
Seiichiro Sano. He seems to be the most balanced of them all. And next, Robert Hayden. This student definitely stands ahead of the pack. And another one with green hair, I see. This battle's getting more and more interesting all the time.
You seem to be enjoying this, Your Majesty.
I certainly am. In this era, only people with certain types of experience can make a difference in the world. Kind of boring if you want my personal opinion. Let's shake things up. Why not place the world in the hands of inexperienced junior high students? Which brings us to the whole point of these battles, fostering the potential of people who will eventually run the world.
Oh, you're so cool.
You think so? Come on, girls, we're gonna party till dawn!
Oh, stupid Ueki has already lost 3 of his abilities. According to Mr. K, he started with a total of 11 talents. So that means he's only got 8 left. And if he loses all 8 of those abilities, he'll vanish off the face of the earth.
What are you screaming about? Annette's chasing me.
Are you serious?
He's coming.
You better run quick.
Okay.
You should be ashamed of yourself preying on girls so early in the morning. I'm calling the police on you.
Somebody call me a doctor.
Ueki!
But listen, I wasn't doing anything weird. She dropped her hanky, so I tried to give it to her.
I think I get the picture. Ever since you lost the talent to be liked by girls, they really are starting to detest you. I guess there's nothing you can do about it once you lose an ability.
Not necessarily. Sure, my ability to understand stuff has gone down the tube since I lost my talent to study. A subject that would have taken 1 lesson to understand takes about 100 now. But hey, if I study 100 times more, then I should manage somehow.
Do you think you can really do that?
If I'm short on talents, then I'll just have to make up for it by working extra hard. It's not totally hopeless.
I've got to come up with a plan to make sure he doesn't lose every last one of his talents. If only I could find a clue to help me think of something before Ueki vanishes completely.
So that's the news, everyone. Mr. K has caught a cold, so he's off for the day. Anybody want to go and see how he's doing? Come on, who's gonna volunteer to go?
My chance to find a clue. Here, pick me. I'll go visit Mr. K. And Ueki's gonna come with me.
Why me?
If we fake being worried about his health and go to his house to visit him, we might be able to find out more about the Celestial King and the candidates and stuff.
You're choking me here.
Hello? Huh? No one's here.
Go, Ueki. Now's your chance.
What do you think you're doing? I'm your teacher, and I'm sick if you haven't noticed.
If you're so sick, then why don't you just lie there and be quiet? Kinda ironic that the power you granted in the first place was used to tie you up.
Got anything to eat?
Ueki, how could you? Go ahead, search all you want to, but you won't find what it is you're looking for. So please, I'm begging you, don't make any more of a mess in here, okay?
All this talk about being a candidate for the King of the Celestial World, and here you are with a cold. Pathetic.
Even the Celestials can get sick and die, you know.
What? I thought they were immortal.
Only the Celestial King is invincible. We're basically nothing more than scouts chosen by His Highness. Our job is to pick out the kids to take part in these world battles. But it's anyone's guess what criteria His Majesty used to choose us in the first place.
Huh? I didn't know you had a computer, Mr. K. You don't strike me as the type.
What's that supposed to mean?
You've been emailing anyone in particular? Whoa, that's weird. There's only one icon on your desktop. The law of ueki. Okay, let's see what's inside.
Come on, stop it, I!
Huh? What's this? A list of Ueki's talents. 9, 10, 11. There's 11! That's what this means! And those 3 talents he's lost are grayed out. So if he loses the remaining abilities, then it really will happen! Ueki will vanish!
There's the scent of a power user. No one fools Lee Ho. Ho-Oh Second Junior High, Year 2, Class 2, Seat number 22. Lee Ho.
Huh? Wait, there's something more at the bottom. What? He's got more talents? I thought Ueki only had 8 left, but somehow he ended up with 3 more.
So you saw.
Yeah, I saw the file on Ueki! But what does it mean, anyway?
Just what it says. It's the law of ueki.
And what exactly would that be?
Well, essentially, it's a blueprint for creating ueki.
That file was a blueprint? Okay, this time you totally lost me, Mr. K.
Guess there's no point in hiding it now that you've seen this much. I might as well explain the whole thing to you. In the dimension that I lived in, there's this old man called the Celestial King. And let me tell you, this guy's one funky old man. Anyway, this is what he said to me.
Hey, Kobayashi! Don't you think the world's getting pretty mundane these days?
You think so? Personally, I'm having a great time.
Nah, it's seriously boring. Everyone's stuck in the same mold like cookie cutter people. Doing nothing but trying to keep up with the Joneses and live a nice little safe life. And the people who run the world are a bunch of old fogies stuck in that same rut. Do you know why the world's ended up like that? Eh?
Nope, you got me there.
It's 'cause of the laws. There's a law decreeing that every single person is born with a set number of talents. So, depending on what talents the mortal has, his path in life pretty much falls into a predictable pattern. That's why I came up with the idea of these battles. It's the only way a person can gain or lose talents. It's up to them. These matches will allow people to create their own laws and break free from the mold. What if we entrusted the world to the kid who manages to fight his way through all the matches? Now that'd make life more interesting, wouldn't it?
Entrust the world to a junior high kid?
In other words, His Majesty wants to see what kind of human operating under what law is ultimately going to be the one to change the world. If you ask me, though, I have my doubts that Ueki's got what it takes.
What's up? You all done with your lecture or what?
Hang on a minute. If a person can increase his talents, then what did Ueki do to get more of them?
See, it works like this. A person can get an additional talent every time he defeats another power user in battle.
Then as long as he keeps defeating other power users, Ueki's abilities will never drop down to 0?
Mm-hmm.
That's the answer. That's how we'll make sure he doesn't lose his talents. An earthquake?
Hey, that's my rice ball! Come back with my rice ball!
Hey! Get me down!
The metal pillar's broken! Huh?
I want you to show me the one with powers.
Is he the guy that broke the pillar? He must be one of them! This guy's one of Ueki's opponents!
I go by the name of Lee Ho. What's your name?
It's Kosuke Ueki.
Look, you totally have to win this. If you do, you'll win another talent and move further away from 0. And you could use a few extras, right?
Okay, I'll fight him, but I'm not promising you anything. Who knows how it'll turn out?
Spare me the excuses and get out there and win!
I can't breathe.
Until now, we thought we should avoid a fight when another power user challenged Ueki. But now, our mission is to